Hey YouTubers, this your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. I know I haven't done the movie review in a long time. I deeply apologize for that. I've been really busy as of late. But today I'm bringing you my latest movie review on The Kid Who Would Be King. I saw this yesterday and, excuse me, was it worth my money? Yes, it was. I loved this movie so much. So this movie tells the story about a young man named Alex, who's played by Andy Serkis' son, Louis Serkis, who just doesn't really fit in anywhere. He wants to know more about his dad and the message he wrote in the book, but you'll be shocked at who really wrote the message in the book, in the King Arthur book. So he finds out like he's a descendant from the great King Arthur, and he has to gather his knights of the Round Table, Lancelot, Kay, and his other best friend that he goes to school with. At first, Lance and Kay, they didn't really like him. They were just bullies at first, but as the story progressed, they became the really best of friends, along with Alex's other best friend. I forgot the name. And Merlin, played by the young boy, is just phenomenal. He also transforms into an old man when he wants to be, played by none other than Patrick Stewart, who is a talented actor. A very talented actor. So anyway, guys, Alex has to train his friends to fight off this evil force that's coming to take over the world, named by the name of Morgana, King Arthur's half sister, played by Rebecca Ferguson. She was okay. She was okay. Her character was okay. Don't get me wrong. It's had its flaws. It had a little bit of flaws. Anyway, on to the point. This movie, I think, is something everyone will enjoy, and they'll literally be on the edge of their seats, because I know I was on the edge of my seat. My favorite scene, like you guys saw in the trailers, was Alex and his friends training the whole school to fight all those demon horses. That was legit mind blowing. I love that scene because it showed that these kids meant business and they're ready to take on the forces of evil, and that everything is going to become, everything was just perfect. Everything was I'm sorry guys if I can't speak, but all in all, like I'm trying to say, it proves that these kids are tough, fierce, and ready for battle. They knew when Alex was trying to tell them what was happening. They didn't believe him. They just laughed at them. But as the battle progressed, they literally believed him. But my favorite trick was Merlin doing this thing with his hands. I don't know how he does it, but I don't know if you guys can see me. I don't know how Merlin does it. That's just some weird, strange hand trick that I don't know how to do. I don't know how Merlin did it, but that was just really cool. And like I said, we saw a lot of mythical creatures in this movie that really blew my mind. It was mind-blowing. I think anyone who wants to see this movie, I recommend going to go see it, especially if you like the King Arthur legacy. That is something I think you should definitely go see. And on to the positives and negatives. The positives first. the positives were the young kid actors. Lewis as Alex, I believe, was just great as the main protagonist. He really felt like he didn't fit in anywhere. He was raised by only his mother, which I can possibly relate to because, well, I'm raised by just my mom, and his dad left, and his dad left him, which was kind of sad. And we realized that he has to be the right. He has to be the king that all of his friends and the citizens of London need him to be, and along with his friends, they fight this evil that they're ready to fight. Also, another positive is that all is that Merlin, he turns from a kid to an old man, played by Patrick Stewart, like I said, who is just a great actor. Kudos to you, Patrick Stewart. Kudos to you. You are just a talented actor in this movie. And the kid who was playing him, kudos to you too. Because I loved all the, like that hand trick you did. I am still trying to figure that out because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I need more practice. I really do. Because that hand trick is kind of difficult. I know most of the people I probably knew who went to see this movie probably had some difficulties doing that hand trick too. Because I can't do it with my life dependent on it. Also, another positive is that the graphics in this movie were perfect. They were a little iffy at first, but I learned to look past it and enjoy the movie how it was. And the negatives. The negatives were like the adults disappearing, like during this disappearing, because I'm wondering to myself, why are the adults disappearing? Why can't they just stick around? I mean, really, sorry if I'm spoiling for you guys. I know you guys want to see this movie for yourself. Yeah, but I'm wondering, why did they make the adults disappear? It could have been better if they, like, I don't know, stuck around to help the kids fight. I mean, really? Why would you just make the adults disappear? I mean, that's just sad. And and another negative is Morgana. She was okay at first, but I didn't like the way they kind of designed her because I thought she could have been better. She needed to be interesting and like a real life dragon instead of just a half human dragon. I thought, well, that could have been more interesting and appealing instead of just making her look like a human dragon. They could have made her look like a dragon, an actual dragon, like they did with, I don't know, Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty and all that. But I guess they wanted to, like, well, make it more appealing and different for all the kids, because I know they probably didn't want to scar the little kids for life who were planning on seeing this movie. I know. Okay, so yeah, that's just my guess. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give The Kid Who Would Be King a solid A, because the kid actors were awesome. They were awesome. They really were. They knew what they were doing, and they looked like they were ready to. They looked like they were ready to fight this battle with the demon Morgana, King Arthur's half sister. The wizard Merlin, he was there to help them out. He was really phenomenal. Like I said, he was ready to help Max and his friend, Alex, sorry, Alex and his friends. Alex and his friends to prepare for the battle with Morgana. He trained them, made sure they were ready, and they were. They were ready after all the training Merlin gave them. Also, we got to see the Lady of the Lake, other mythical creatures that we read in King Arthur stories, and the CGI, the graphics were just straight up perfect. I loved it. I loved it. I really loved it. I hope this movie gets a sequel to it, but if not, oh well. But I'm still hoping they do get a sequel. In my opinion, they need to get a sequel. This movie needs to get a sequel. Hear me, directors? Make a sequel to this movie and stick with the same people. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And also, be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie reaction / trailer reaction. Take care and God bless. Peace.